In the heart of the Florida Everglades, a silent invader lurks. The Burmese python, a creature not native to these lands, has taken over, devouring native wildlife and disrupting the delicate balance of this ecosystem. But the Burmese python is just one of thousands of invasive species threatening our planet. And right now, as we speak, it's Invasive Species Week 2025, a global call to action to raise awareness about this growing crisis. Join us as we plunge into the mysterious and often terrifying world of invasive species, uncovering their secrets, their impact, and the desperate efforts to stop them. From the depths of the ocean to the heart of our forests, invasive species are reshaping our world. They're silent invaders, ecological bullies, and they're here to stay, unless we act now. This is Oddities Uncovered, where we explore the strange, the unknown, and the unexplained. Today we're diving into the world of invasive species. Are you ready to uncover the truth? To understand the crisis of invasive species, we must first understand what they are. Invasive species are plants, animals, or microorganisms that are introduced to an ecosystem where they don't naturally belong. They spread rapidly, outcompete native species, and wreak havoc on ecosystems, economies, and even human health. For centuries, humans have traveled the globe, unintentionally, or sometimes intentionally, bringing species from one corner of the world to another. Early explorers carried plants for food and medicine, animals for labor, and sometimes stowaways hitched a ride on their ships. Fast forward to today, and the problem has grown exponentially. Global trade, travel, and climate change have supercharged the spread of invasive species, creating a perfect storm for ecological disaster. Take, for example, the lionfish in the Caribbean. Native to the Indo-Pacific, these beautiful but deadly predators were likely released by aquarium owners into the Atlantic. With no natural predators, they've multiplied uncontrollably, devouring native fish and disrupting coral reefs. Or consider the Asian jumping worm, a lesser-known invader that's turning North American soil into a nutrient-poor wasteland, threatening forests and gardens alike. Invasive species are like ecological bullies. They have no natural predators in their new homes, so they can multiply rapidly and outcompete native species for resources. This can lead to biodiversity loss, ecosystem collapse, and even economic devastation. But it's not just about ecology. Invasive species can also impact human health, agriculture, and infrastructure. The emerald ash borer, for instance, has killed millions of ash trees across North America, costing billions in damage and control efforts. And the list goes on. According to a landmark 2023 UN-backed report by the Intergovernmental Platform on Biodiversity and Ecosystem Services, there are over 37,000 alien species worldwide, with more than 3,500 classified as harmful invasive species. These invaders cost the global economy over $423 billion annually, a figure that has quadrupled every decade since 1970. They're responsible for 60% of all plant and animal extinctions, and their impact is only growing. Human activity is the primary driver of this crisis. Global trade and travel have created pathways for species to hitchhike across continents. Climate change is opening new habitats for invasives, while habitat destruction makes ecosystems more vulnerable. And sometimes well-meaning actions like releasing pet pythons into the wild can have catastrophic consequences. But here's the thing, not all invasive species are created equal. Some, like the New Guinea flatworm, are lesser known but equally destructive. This tiny predator, often spread through the plant trade, devours native snails and earthworms, disrupting soil ecosystems. It's a reminder that the problem is far more diverse and insidious than we might think. Since that 2023 report, the situation has only intensified. In 2025, invasive species continue to spread, fueled by ongoing global trade and changing climates. Events like Invasive Species Week 2025 are crucial for raising awareness and driving action. This week alone, organizations around the world are hosting webinars, workshops, and campaigns to educate the public and mobilize efforts to combat invasives. We want to hear from you. Have you ever seen an invasive species in your backyard, local park, or while traveling? Maybe you've spotted a Burmese python in Florida or an Asian jumping worm in your garden. Share your experiences in the comments below. And don't forget to vote in our poll. Which invasive species do you think is the most destructive? Let's take a closer look at one of the most infamous invasive species, the Burmese python in the Florida Everglades. These massive snakes, which can grow up to 20 feet long, were once popular pets. But when owners released them into the wild, they found a paradise with no natural predators and plenty of prey. Now they're decimating populations of native mammals, birds, and reptiles. The impact is staggering. Studies show that pythons have reduced mammal populations in the Everglades by 90%. They're not just a threat to wildlife, they're a symbol of how human actions can unleash ecological disasters. Efforts to control them include hunting programs, research into their ecology, and public education campaigns, but the battle is far from won. As we stand here in 2025, the pythons continue to spread, and their story is a chilling reminder of the power of invasive species to reshape entire ecosystems. Invasive species are a global problem that requires global solutions. From prevention to control, we all have a role to play in stopping their spread. This Invasive Species Week, let's commit to learning more, taking action, and protecting our natural world. Remember, knowledge is power, and together we can uncover the truth behind these ecological mysteries. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And stay tuned for our next episode, where we'll explore the mysteries of the deep sea. Until then, keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep uncovering the oddities of our world.